Hey, what's going on, guys? J Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Getting ready to give you guys the figure review on the DC McFarlane Multiverse, The Flash from the Flash CW TV show, starring Grant Gustin as the Flash. And guys, I think this is a pretty cool figure, just to be honest here. But I feel like they didn't do my boy Grant justice as well as like the shoulders and leg areas. But overall, it's a great representation of the character from the show. I'm glad to have him in my collection because he's definitely going to be going on my shelf as my Flash for the live action multiverse shelf. So yeah, let's go ahead and take him off his stand here. And before we get started, guys, I gotta let you guys know the raffle is still in effect, but this time I've sweetened the pot just a little bit. So in addition to the deluxe proton cannon Iron Man, you guys are also going to be getting the VHS Cyclops that recently came out. Now, I know it's probably hard to come by now. I think it's sold out on Hasbro and probably a lot of other places. So yeah. So, but now the tickets have gone up from $2 to $4 per ticket. So buy as many as you want, of course. Just come on, guys. It's a pretty cool deal, I think. $4 for a ticket equals a chance to win both of these awesome figures. So you guys may want to jump on that while you can. And of course, share this video with anyone you think might be interested in winning them. So go ahead and hit that Cashapp in the description below and buy your tickets and send a code word with the purchase through Cashapp. So that way I can write down your ticket and your name. So that way I confirm it's you and not someone pretending to be you to try to win your stuff. So yeah, go ahead and jump on that while you can. And moving right along here, we're going to take a quick look at the packaging here. DC Multiverse, The Flash. Got that in big bold letters on the sides. And of course, you got a nice little blow up shot of the figure itself on the back of the packaging. So nice look. I mean, overall, other than that, not a whole lot else going on with the packaging. Now let's bring this guy just a little bit closer and stand him up straighter so you guys can get a nice look at him. Take this lightning bolt out of his hand. I've always thought that was a cool feature on the show. Well, it's in the comics and cartoons and whatnot as well, that he can hurl lightning bolts if he builds up enough speed by just throwing static electricity. So that's pretty cool that they were able to include that in the show. Got him on a stand here, but I think he's pretty stable. He'll stay on his stand for right now. I don't want him falling over or anything like that. So let me adjust my camera here just a second. And for comparisons, let's go ahead and bring in the other Flashes that I have in my collection already. We have the Injustice Gods Among Us Flash. We also have the Classics Flashpoint Flash that recently came out. We also have the Jay Garrick OG Flash as well, so you guys see how that looks. I'd be pretty interested to see if they would go ahead and do a Jay Garrick from the Flash TV show to kind of go with these guys, so you guys can partner together a little bit like they did in the show. And then of course also we have the Injustice Reverse Flash as well, so you guys can see what that looks like together. I do have the comic book Flash, the one that the other Reverse Flash that goes with the 2-pack Flash or the Rebirth Flash. It's in a box stacked up in a corner somewhere. I have to find it, bring it out to review it. I've been looking for it for like a day or two now. But once I get my hands on it, place eyes on it, I'll go ahead and review it for you guys, so you guys can get a nice little comparison of Reverse Flash figures. And bring these guys back out. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Justice League movie characters from the team, so you guys can kind of see what they look like together, grouped up. Live action, since this is of course the best live action version of the Flash. Grant here. Let's go ahead and put Wonder Woman down front. Yeah. I mean, how hard would it have been to go ahead and cast Grant as the movie version of the Flash? I don't think it would have been that hard. I'm definitely sure he would have been up for it. So Why not, guys? Come on. Hopefully, if they do go ahead and do a new, or they recast the Flash with a new actor for the new DCU that they're doing now, they'll go ahead and get Grant to play this new version of the Flash. But let's go ahead and bring these guys back out. I think he definitely works. He would have been a nice addition to the team. I definitely feel like this works as well. So, bring these guys all the way back out. Oops. Batman fell over. As far as accessories go, he does come with, of course, the lightning effect you saw wrapped around his chest right here. Got like a harness kind of bra strap kind of deal. And it does, of course, come with 2 lightning bolts that he can hurl. You kind of fix these two of them onto his hands or his arms some kind of way. I'll just plug them around his hands some kind of way to make it seem like he's throwing them. Get some nice little poses out of that. And of course, it does come with a trading card. The trading card is the image from the back of the box kind of shrunken down. And of course, you do get a bit of a read up. If you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. Awesome show. I don't think the last season was as good as it could have been. They kind of left some cliffhangers there. But what can you do? Just sad to see it go. But taking a closer look at this guy, I'll go ahead and take him off the stand now. Nice detailing all the way throughout. I do think his shoulders were a little bit broader in the show. Just like a little bit wider, pointier kind of. They weren't that kind of like narrow and like kind of smooth, rounded. So they could have did a little bit better job, in my opinion, with that. But this does capture, I believe, what is his second uniform of the show, when they switched from the background, the lightning bolt from red to white. I think that was like season 3. And they made that change, but recently they gave him the gold boots, I think season 5 or 6. But this is a nice representation of the earlier days of the show. Overall, nice texturing going throughout the figure. Definitely like the paint apps. There's a little bit of gold bleedage from the lining here going into the red, but not very noticeable. You have to like really be staring at it like dead on in order to even see it. So not too much of a fuss there. Overall, the lines going all the way throughout are pretty clean. Looks like a little bit of scuffage right here at the bottom of his boot, but I could probably clean that up later on. Maybe some glue issue. Maybe some glue ran down or whatever from this piece right here, this gold piece on his boot. Other than that, not a big deal. And the face sculpt looks relatively close to Grant, so can't really complain right there. I think his eyes are a little bit off though. I think they should have been more centered because they're kind of like off to the right a little bit. So, you know, if I'm going to be looking dead at you, it has to be kind of like canted a little bit this way. Because if you face him that way, it's going to be off to the side. But other than that, not too big a deal. I just always have him like kind of facing like this on my shelf. Anyway, overall, not a bad figure. I think I picked him up for what? I got him on sale with Godspeed on a McFarlane toy store. So he was like, I think 16 or 17 bucks or so when you divide the price range or whatever it was when I bought the 2-pack together. Well, 2 of them together anyway. So let's get down to brass tacks here. His head can't look up that far. Looks down that far. Side to side turning. Get a great range of head tilt due to the ball joint or the dumbbell joint in the neck. Shows him out to the sides that far, down that far, all the way around. It does have the McFarlane butterfly joint inside the shoulder right there, so you get like a little bit of wobble. Bicep swivel, double joint elbows that bend in that far. Wrist swivel, back and forth motion, and of course you can rotate the hands and get the dice rolling motion as well due to the McFarlane dumbbell joint. I mean the McFarlane ball joint in the wrist. Then of course you get the diaphragm joints right there and the waistline, so you get a nice little crunch backwards and you get a little bit of crunch forward, and of course plenty of rotation in there, so get plenty of that, so you can definitely give him a nice running kind of pose. Legs get out to the sides that far, down that far, front, back, just a little bit of thigh wiggle in there. Double joint knees have been in very far. No boot cut, unfortunately. He does get ankle pivot as well as up and down motion in the feet, and they are on the McFarlane ball joint right there on the ankle, so you can rotate the ball and get different forms of articulation right there. And of course you do get toe articulation. So overall, great range of articulation, great presentation, looks very good in my opinion. Looks a lot like how he was represented in the show, minus the shoulders in my opinion, but he does capture everything I need him to be for the Grant Gustin Flash figure. So I'm very happy with him. Happy enough to the fact, or to the point that he is going to be going on my Justice League shelf with the live action characters in my display. So pretty excited about that. Definitely glad to have him aboard for the team. And as always, guys, I appreciate y'all coming out and checking out my video. People always want to hit me up when I'm busy. Anyway, appreciate y'all for coming out and checking out the video. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe. The more you guys help me out, help out my channel, the more I can do for others. Like I said, share this video with anyone you guys think may be interested in winning the raffle I got here with the Deluxe Iron Man and the VHS Cyclops. And by the time this video is going public, I do believe it will be posted on Friday coming up. Well, this Friday, the 25th. And my birthday is actually August 26th. So yay! So the next day after this video will be my birthday. So appreciate any support you guys can put out for me or whatever. Any support as far as subscribes, likes, and everything. And if you guys will, of course, want to if you guys want to participate in the raffle, go ahead and hit that up. Cash App name will be in the description. And as always, appreciate you all for coming out and checking out the video. Be safe out there. Later.